I always loved being a farmer, and I knew it was going to be one or the other, like a career with cars and automotive or farming. And then I got more involved in farming than I ever thought I would, and started getting more enjoyment out of it, and just being able to smell turned soil, fresh turned soil. Every year it's the same smell that just reminds you every year.
There was a point in time where Ryan had to decide, his dad sat him down and said, "Are you in or are you out?" That was probably the moment when you decided you were in, and if you were going to be in, you had to be all in.
I've lived out on this farm my whole life. Currently on the farm is myself, my wife, my 3 kids, and my mother in the other house on the farm. It's busy.
And then as they progressed, certain parcels of land nearby that we rented were up for sale. You have to be all in and jump in and go to the bank and get the loan, and we did that. And there was 2 years ago, the original homestead was up for sale. So we bought that too. And that has a house and more land on it.
And it's a good feeling when something like that comes full circle, from 4 generations back to the first, and we're able to look after it and bring it into our own way of doing things again. It feels pretty good. Well, being a farmer to me means having the ability to put a plan together with dealing with things that are so far beyond our control, with weather, market risk, all the other associated risks with it, and being able to come out with a perception of feeling successful at the end of the day. Well, and there's a significant number of events that kind of keep us in touch with people when we're farmers. And one thing that we're always at the mercy of, number one, is the weather. And the drought of '02, when we didn't harvest a kernel of grain, it was so disheartening, so humbling too, to just let you realize that you don't. No matter what work you do, you're not always going to get rewarded. So, with environmental nature, there's also nature of health too. When Dad became sick, we always thought it would be someone else. You never thought, because, your leader, your idol, your icon is your rock, and when he gets sick, it's really unexpected. And that really turned us to focus on things that need to be done and look after certain aspects of the operation where we knew we wouldn't have that hand anymore. We talk, and we always did. We always did talk, and we had to.
And we eat at the supper table every supper is right here at the table with the kids, as long as you're home. And that's when you get your conversations. That's when you review the day. That's when you talk about what's happening tomorrow. That's where everybody gets their game.
That's right. And it helps you stay connected. I have 3 teenage daughters, and I take every minute I can to stay connected with them. It's good. You never know what direction the kids are going to get involved in. They're just at that age now where they're showing interest in who they're going to be as a person and where they want to be. And we want to make the farm an environment that they always want to come back to. So when they're helping out here, we make sure that they're rewarded accordingly, and they don't just want to leave and do things, and they always know that they can always come back to the farm, because they're the 4th generation. So that's one thing that you talk and try to make sure that there's something there for everybody. And if they want the opportunity, that we'll do the best that we can to provide it for them and be there.
Sometimes we don't know why we continue to do it, but I think it is lifestyle. It's the reason that keeps you going. You're at the mercy of the weather, and you're at the mercy of everything else, and you need to work and work and work to get your crop off, and you don't know what you've made for the rest of the year until this 1 minute in the year. And that's kind of a high, I think, that you get, but there's a lot of lows.
We want to be as open as possible on the grassroots level, and just share everything that we do. And if anybody had a question, come over. There's a lot of jobs where you can go to and you can say, geez, I feel like I didn't get anything done today. I worked all day and went backwards. You know, for most of the operations around here, at the end of the day, when you can see what you've put into it and how it's turned out and what you've accomplished. Sometimes the work turns out, sometimes it doesn't turn out, but when it really does turn out good, there's a big sense of pride there.